That's what I first remember a late model looking like. Those old pointy Camaro and Firebird noses. The Rockford Speedway HHR pace vehicle ducks off of turn number 2 and hands the field over to Bradley Butler and Brian Ashmore. 25 laps the distance for your Midwest Vintage Series, and we are underway. We're going to go 3 wide right away. 4 wide as Melchior tried to tiptoe the top shelf. Oh my, it's getting wild down the back straightaway. 2, 3 wide. This looks like the interstate. It's going to be Potter way down on the bottom. Lynn going to try to muscle his way through. Chris Matt's going to lead lap number 1, and second on back is undecided. Potter down to the bottom, trying to work by Lynn for second. He's got the purple 11 machine, or bolster working to him. There's a little bit of something laying over in 1 and 2. Scott Lauber just clipped it. It's up out of the way. Pennington with some smoke in the 55. They have still not sorted out who wants to be second in this one. Bolster currently has it. Guiley there with Stark. Top 4 starting to get pretty antsy.
Stark on the inside of Guiley for third. As here comes Jason Stark to battle for Bolster for second now. As it looked like it may have been the tail light off of Stark's machine that flew off in debris over there in 1 and 2. Stark battling for second with the inside of Bolster. Bolster hard on that outside. Stark is going to take second from Bolster. Guiley will follow suit right behind him. Landry Potter, your leader. Jason Stark, Tom Guiley trying to catch Landry Potter in the hot rod 57 Chevy. And Pennington's got a soul fire look like underneath his machine. He's smoking coming out from underneath the machine. Stark on the inside of Potter. They were going to 3 and 4 side by side, now going into 1 and 2. As here comes Jason Stark on the inside of Landry Potter. Contact for the lead. Landry Potter trying to battle on that outside again to get the grip to your leader. And Jason Stark off to a nice comfortable lead as here comes Tom Guiley. Tom Guiley on the inside of Landry Potter. He's going to take second from Potter. Here comes Tom Guiley chasing down Jason Stark in the 32 car. Jason Stark's got a nice comfortable lead, but he's got a rear view mirror of Tom Guiley slowly getting closer. Brian Ashmore's going to pull into the infield 11. Lap cars in the way of Jason Stark. Stark on the inside, but this may play a factor for Tom Guiley. Here comes Tom Guiley now. Chris Matt's high on the entrance of 1 and 2. Jason Stark got a nice comfortable lead. Tom Guiley trying to chase him down as laps are winding down. Lap traffic in the way of your leaders. Eric Melchior, 10 laps to go this time by for your leader of Jason Stark. Tom Guiley has got about 2 car lengths back behind your leader as they go around Eric Melchior. Catching Scott Lauber now in the 12, going on a lap. Lap traffic in the way of your leader, Jason Stark, as here comes Tom Guiley, slowly on the bumper. Tim Lynn's gonna go down a lap. Here comes Tom Guiley trying to make up these last couple laps here. And Matz is in the wall. Yellow flag's gonna come out. For Tim Lind, who was trying to correct it down the backstretch and couldn't get it off the wall, as that'll bring out the yellow, as Jason Stark did not want to see that, as he was getting, Tom Guy was slowly catching him in those last couple laps, but he had a nice, comfortable lead. And Jason Stark now pretty upset about that. 8 laps remain for Jason Stark, your leader. A reminder, race fans, you still got a little bit of time to sign up for that spectacular drags, as we're going to tell the drivers to report to their vehicles after this feature concludes. We'll have the figure 8 feature next, and then we'll have the spectacular drags right after. All right, if you look at the Midwest Tour TV, they're going to have the replay of what happened there. You look at Tim Lind just trying to correct it there in the backstretch and makes a lot of contact and just couldn't straighten it out there. So Lind's machine's going to be put back to the tow truck, the Adcock Towing.
Speedway. We'd love to see you come up to Madison International Speedway on a Friday night and hang out with us up there. You can get over to Slinger on a Sunday night. That's another about an hour and a half journey from here. So you have options. You're going to have to travel to do it. Racing is still alive and well in the Midwest. So we get ready to go back to green with the Upper Midwest Vintage Series. It is Jason Stark leading the way over that John Knaus machine. Tom Guiley behind the wheel of it. He was a crew member on the John Knaus cars back when he was a youngster. It'd be very cool for him to take that machine to victory lane here this afternoon and honor another one of the 7-time track champions here. Stark, though, trying to spoil the parties. He's trying to go to victory lane for the second weekend in a row, as he was a Midwest Truck Series winner in the following last weekend at Dell's Raceway Park. He's starting a little bit sideways in that 32, kind of opening the door for Guiley to take a peek down low. And we get down to these last couple of laps. We've got 5 laps remaining. You wonder, if he gets a chance to him, will he wedge that nose up underneath him? Stark with his hands full off of 4. Guiley right there in the back seat. Battle for 3rd. Bolster trying to work on Potter. Attention stays to the front of the field, though, as Guiley within a car length. Trying to rotate that old Dylan underneath him. There'll be 2 laps remaining. They will encounter a couple of lap cars before it's all said and done. White flag coming out for Stark. They get around the 76 of Robinson clean. They'll work around the 45 of Matz. Guiley will have one final stab at him, but not going to get there. It'll be Jason Stark, your winner over Guiley. Potter will come home 3rd. Bolster will get 4th. And Raisin will round out your top 5. Now in 2023, your final Upper Midwest Vintage Racing Series winner here at the Rockford Speedway is a 1967 Chevelle by Jason Stark. Magnuson is down there on the front straightaway to get a word with your winner as he gets the belts undone, the driver out of Tomah, Wisconsin.
Last weekend, he won the following truck race up at the Wisconsin Dells and comes back to the Rockford Speedway with the vintage cars and parks it in victory lane. Getting all the belts unbuckled out of the race car here. And he's got the window down. He can hear you, race fans. It's Jason Stark. Let's get a couple words with you real quick, Jason. First off, congratulations. Welcome to Victory Lane at Rockford Speedway.
Thank you. It's been a while since I've been here, but I've never actually been up here.
Just talk us a little about those last couple laps. Tom Guiley was slowly catching you. Just tell us a little bit about those.
After that last restart with all the floor dry down, I started getting really free in the center down here in 1 and 2, and I backed up the corner. I knew I had more gear than him to get up off the corner, and I had plenty of forward drive.
Is there anybody you want to thank for getting you here today in Victory Lane?
Well, first, I got to thank Tom Flores. He's up here. I got to thank Dan Lenahan for getting out of his car and letting me drive it. I got to thank Mark for spotting. I got to thank my son for coming down to help, too, and also my dad. I think he finished 4th or 5th or something like that.
Congratulations, sir. Jason Stark. We'll talk with our 2nd and 3rd place finishers. 2nd place, the 98 car of Tom Guiley. Man, you really turned it on those last couple laps, sir.
We got wrecked in the heat race because, I don't know, people are not looking, I guess. We had to change the tire, and the tire just wasn't what we had on it, and it is what it is. We put on a good show. That's what the deal is.
Great job, sir. Tom Guiley finishing 2nd. And we'll talk to our 3rd place finisher. He was out here a couple weeks ago for the Bahama Brackets, the 57 car of Landry Potter. Nice run, sir. Podium finish, not too bad.
Yeah, considering we got an 8-inch tire car and it's a mid-am car against super lates, I'll take it. We were going to Jefferson for the brackets. It got canceled, so made a phone call and they said, sure, come on down.
Absolutely. Is there anybody you want to thank for getting you here today?
Yeah, Don, Adam, and Scott, and then Coil Racing Engines and Yaskawa.
All right. Thank you, sir. Landry Potter finishing 3rd in the feature. And if you are still wanting to do spectacular drags, this is the last call. Last call spectacular drags.